Hello everyone, welcome to Powerline. I'm your host Sky Knight, and let's talk about your conviction. Today I brought to you a casual deck, one that I used to play a year ago. This is a Gold Paladin build featuring none other than ChromeJailer Dragon. Yes, the Conviction Dragon himself. I was never really a Gold Paladin player, but there's something about this dragon itself that made me want to play him and build a deck around him. And at first it was frustrating playing Gold Paladins because it wasn't a style that I was used to, but as time went on and I found solutions to many different problems that I had, I just enjoyed playing this card and this clan. I wouldn't say that I would jump ship and become a Gold Paladin player, however, playing him and just yelling, "Is your conviction strong enough?" is one of the many highlights I have of playing this card. So, without further ado, let's get into Sky Knight's build for ChromeJailer Dragon. For my grade zeros, let's start with Little Fighter Cron. He is my forerunner for the deck. I run him because he is the grade 3 searcher for the deck. But more importantly, ChromeJailer needs to discard a copy of himself in order to get his second ability off. And in the event that I don't find a ChromeJailer, I will find Ezel. So either or, it's I discard a copy for ChromeJailer's ability or I'm striding. It's one of the two. And that is why he's a forerunner and my starter. Next, I run 8 critical triggers, 4 draws, and 4 heals. I believe that is the basic build for this deck. There really isn't anything spectacular. I'm not going to go rainbow. I just feel this is the strongest build trigger lineups that I could use for my grade zeros. And now for my grade ones. First, I have Halo Shield Mark at 4. That is my perfect guard. There really isn't any explanation other than I need 4 perfect guards for this deck. Next, I run 2 Knife Throwing Knight Malegant. This is my damage and flipper with a solo blast of 2. This card actually is really good and it keeps up my ability to keep using counterblast, and especially when I'm going for that endgame with Ezel. So I run this only at 2 because its cost is kind of heavy, especially if I'm not going to have that many things in a soul. Next, I run 4 Invitation Liberator Run. This card is actually extremely useful when superior calling other cards from the deck. I chose this over Caden. I used to use Caden actually, but since this came out, this is actually a lot better, and I get to look at the top 3, and it goes into soul, so it's actually extremely useful for this deck. Lastly, I run 3 Blackmane Witches. Once it hits their Vanguard or Rearguard, I can immediately get a card out of it. This is a promo and it's actually extremely good as long as I just sacrifice another Rearguard. It helps run through my deck in superior calls, and with the amount of cards that I have available that get abilities coming from the deck to the field is actually really, really good. So for my grade 2s, let's start with these copies of Blaster Blade Spirit and Blaster Dark Spirit. I run them both at 3. I extremely like the spirits, and I don't know why. There's something enticing about them that makes me just want to run them. Also, their ability to retire a unit at the cost of 1 just from coming from the deck is actually extremely beneficial in keeping the control game with this deck. So I run those copies both at 3. Next, I run 3 Lop Ear Shooters. This is a fantastic card for the deck, especially when I'm able to summon it from a superior call and then able to get a free superior call off of it itself. It's pretty much there just for its ability to superior call and to thin out my deck. That's why I keep it at 3. And lastly, I run 3 History Liberator Merrons. I really, really like this card because it enables me to get a grade 3 out of my deck, even though I only run 8, but it enables me to get the grade 3 when it is superior called from the deck. So I run this at 3. All my grade 2s have a superior calling ability or effect from being superior called, which is one of the reasons why I like playing these cards, just because I always have something to do. My grade 2 land will always being switched around, or is have a different one available at a different time, and it helps thin out my deck. So my grade 1s are the ones that do the superior calling, while my grade 2s have all the superior called effects. And now for my grade 3s, I run 4 Platinum or Platina Ezels, whichever you want to call it. This is my closer. This is the finisher of the deck. I needed something strong to win my games because I knew the stride wasn't. So at the limit break 5, I can have a full field and I can literally swing for game or come extremely close to it. But Ezel is my finisher, and it was actually a really great choice since it didn't really require a sub-theme or sub-clan, whichever you want to call it. It was just a great finisher for the deck and can help me push for the game. And lastly, the star of my deck, the name of the deck, it is 4 Conviction Dragon, ChromeJailer Dragon, the boss. I love this card. It sucks that I don't really run it to close games because it's heavily down the middle, which is kind of my playstyle. However, the ability to set myself up for winning the game with Ezel is invaluable. I just love this card. I love the art. I love the whole black chain sub-theme. I wish I can talk more about just the effects of this card, but it's more, I play it on aesthetics. I love the way the card looks. It has such a Shadow Paladin feel to it. Again, I'm not even a Shadow Paladin player. However, there's something about it that makes it different than everything else, which is why I like this card. And there you have it. That is Sky Knight's build to his ChromeJailer Dragon deck. You're probably wondering, hey, Sky Knight, where's your stride units? Well, again, because these gold paladins don't have stride units yet. And so if I'm using a stride card, it's probably Harmonix Messiah or Miracle Element Atmos. So those are my stride units, 4 and 4. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me up at the Gmail or the Twitter or even on these YouTube comments. If you have a deck that you'd like for me or Kaiser to profile, leave it in the comment section below. Again, thanks for listening and or watching this video. Have a great day.